Hello, 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 welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah. Hope everyone had a great rest of their Sunday. A good start so far into the week. Let's do some stuff on Onyx. Yeah. So there's a couple of smaller things that I would want to do, and like, of course, the bigger one with the performance of the terrain regeneration. But let's see how far we get today. If it takes another week, it's not so bad. I plan to have the terrain finished end of October. So it's not the end of the world if it takes longer than today. But let's see where we get, right? So one thing I wanted to look at first is... Oh yeah, the terrain settings, probably. So that one is the one we want in the... We should rename that actually, but yeah, okay. So here we have an asset ID of terrain or like volume graph. ID. Okay. Then we have here probably below. Let's do it here maybe, but not in the property group. UI property grid, draw asset selector, volume graph. And then here that would be asset type. Well, static cast, yeah. Of the type ID basically of the volume shader graph type ID. I think. All right. So that should do that part. That should give us probably the ability to set it there. Yeah, perfect. Now the only thing is we need to save that, of course. So volume terrain editor. No. This one, right? Yeah. Oh, we didn't write anything else? Okay, well that's stupid. So we write that and we write resolution. And the chunk size. And yeah, then the max geometric error. Complex surface threshold. Not quite sure why we never saved those, but okay. And then volume graph asset. Read. Okay. That should do it. Is that now an error that we failed to deserialize or? Okay, no. There's still this volume component and volume source components. I think in my test scene I have like garbage components there. So let's see about that. Okay, maybe not. Okay. Where do they scene serializer? But it's not there. Oh, we are deserializing this one. Okay, hold on. So that would be. So maybe like that. Okay, cool. That worked. Oh god, what did I do? I wanted to do this. Perfect. Second monitor was not quite right. Alright. So we should have that, and then when we go to the volume terrain system, instead of doing this here, what we do is okay. The factory doesn't have a whole lot, right? Can the factory get? Probably not. Probably what we would want to do is load the shaders and then do the rest. And only if they are valid, then we basically continue, right? As loaded shaders equals false, then we just return here. Okay. And then here we set generation component has loaded shaders to true. In the init of the factory, actually we don't need to do that, I think. It should be automatically. We do here, and then here what we do is we need the volume terrain settings. And then this is fine, but here we need to get with the asset system. Actually, probably not with the asset system. Oh, yes, with the asset system, never mind. So where would we do that? Here, right? Terrain settings, generation component, and the asset system. Where the asset system we could do first, right? Sorry. And then reference well, volume shader graph. Get asset with that. And actually we could probably just store that here. Reference volume shader graph. No, we can probably do that down there. And then it's the generation component. Actually, let's, oh, damn it, let's do that kinda here. So if Oh, a generation component dot volume shader graph is valid, is false, or is not our terrain settings volume asset ID. Then we need to reload and return here. Well, we don't need to return here, we need to set generation component as loaded shaders to false. Then if that is still the case, then we return. Okay, and then once we have loaded, we can do here get volume shader graph path. String. What the? We can include the volume shader graph here, I guess. I guess it's fine. Okay. Well, and if is valid, false return as well. Okay. The fuck? Are we binding them all the time or what? Hold on. Where is my vertex buffer? Or maybe we are, right? Okay, so that works. Now we get here, then we get here. And now we should... Yes. Perfect. And if we save that, we should get it right away. Test scene, this one. Yep. Alright, alright, alright. Getting there. That's good. Cool, cool, cool. I think I want to change though a couple of things that I did yesterday. So basically, volume shader. Well, two things actually. Material shader graph serializer. What I would want to do probably. It's not really that. Where is the PBR shader generator? Where is that used? Ah, here, right? No. That's in the deserialized, never mind. That's not where I wanted. Is that the only place? No, right? Oh, here. Okay. I mean, probably that's fine. I'm just wondering, maybe the shader generator should do more. But maybe not, I don't know. I don't think we need that anymore. Maybe it should actually be that we do it here. Okay, wait, maybe not. Questionable. Oh, I would want it. I had a brief idea yesterday, but I'm not sure if it works out. But let's do that with a volume graph first. So I think what I want is in the volume shader. Volume shader? No, volume graph editor context. Yeah, that's garbage named. Perfect. I think I want to call it volume shader graph generator. And then this is the header basically. And we just verify the header, right? So basically what we do is we generate that. And do we have the asset? No, we don't. We don't have the graphics API, I mean. Material shader or shader graph. Render graph. Shader graph editor context. Okay. I think those would want the graphics API though. Or do we need that? Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think. Not quite sure why I would have a default constructor, but let's remove that. And then this is bool hash generated. And then return has generated and graphics API validate shader. Validate shader code. And we do that basically. That is probably shader cache. Or is it shader cache? Maybe not, right? Let's see, how do we do that? Get or load? And currently all we do is call a shader preprocessor, and then we do a shader compiler, right? Yeah, okay. I mean, maybe we could actually just leave that out, right? Maybe we don't need that. Hold on. Graphics. Not? Is shader compiler not public or what? Eh? Shader compiler. No, it's in public. Shader. Shader compiler. Thank you. I mean, probably we would want the shader language to be there as well. And then all we want to do is probably a pre-process, just that, right? Just that. I mean, just that is good, but yeah. I think I don't care about that, right? Yeah, I think it's fine like that. And then can leave that out. I mean, maybe we give it the graphics API, never mind. That is fine. That is our shader source code. The source path. Can that be a null pointer? I hope it can be. And then we return reprocessing results. Get compilation status equals success probably. Alright. I mean, basically we can do failed to, or like validation failed, and then not really anything here, just pre-processing result. Let's do a helper here. Compiler. Create shader C. Compiler. It's basically that, right? Graphics API. Shader stage. Oh, okay. Set up shader C options. Let's do it that. It's actually not the compiler here. And then this is just compiler. And shader C. Compile options. Alright, so we have all of that crap. Then we don't need the stage, right? Yeah. Then down there, all we need is this. And then this is GLSR shader C. Default vertex shader, I guess. Or is that just a... I'm not sure what a callable shader is. Or whatever. Let's see if that works. If not, we can always change it, right? Now we need the graphics API here actually, again. Okay, then this is that and the graphics API here, of course. All right. That would be this, and we do the same for the volume graph editor context. So we do that here. That is the volume shader graph editor context. No. And then here graphics. I'm still not sure why we would have a default constructor. But I guess we will find out in a second. Why that might have existed. So yeah, let's see. Might be AFK for 1 or 2 minutes now. Would be quickly come back again. Why is Okay, is that why we have is that why we have this this way of calling it? But where would the asset system have been called then? Okay, I am quickly AFK. I will be back in a couple minutes. 1 or 2. Be right back. Alright. I am back. Let's continue. Alright, so why did I do it like that? That's probably not the smartest way to do it. Maybe we want in the node graph editor. Node editor? I should rename that already. Because we get the asset system here as well, so maybe... Nah, I don't really like that though. Never mind. Don't want to have. I think the best would be if the creation of the context somehow. But I mean, how does this even work? Because I mean, that cannot have ever worked. So I guess that was anyways garbage, okay. Can we get our graphic system from there? What do we have in the context? Not really. Yeah, not that. I mean, we could probably. We can probably get the graphics API here, right? And we could pass that in there. Then in on render we have it. And then how many overloads of those do we have? None. Perfect, because we've bricked all of them. Eh? Jesus. Okay. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Is that better? Wait, maybe not. Maybe let's not do that actually. No, here we do it, right? Yeah. And what we will do is imgui, so GUI context. graphics API equals API. And then at the end here we reset it again to null point. I think that's the best way to do it. So that should give us hopefully everything we need, and then here what we can do is GUI context asset system GUI context. Graphics API. And the volume shader graph. Render graph doesn't need anything, okay. Okay. So far so good. Let's actually do basically we want to ensure that, but all right. Yeah, let's see if that actually works. So we open our volume shader, and then we save that. Okay. Input file name string was null. Why do I need an input file name? Why do I need an input file name? What is that used for? Why do we need that? But why? I mean, I can maybe say dummy, I don't know. Why would that be needed though? Okay. Require version 140 or higher. Source profile. Unfortunate. But I mean, maybe I can do 460 here. And shader C profile core. Save. Okay, that worked. Cool, that worked. Nice. Okay. Okay. Is that the only way to set the version? Probably. unfortunate, but I guess kind of have to just live with that. I mean, the other way would be... I mean, maybe we can just output it in the shader compiler, right? Volume shader generator. Let's do a pragma. What is it? Okay, that was exactly the wrong one. Perfect. This one. Maybe that works. Open this. Save this. Alright, did it? Yeah, I think it did succeed, right? Otherwise it would have complained. Yeah, okay. I mean, that works, I guess, as well. Then let's do that. Alright. Validation. Alright. That's nice. I think we want shader. Maybe shader cache. Or like shader maybe. Maybe actually shader. Or graphic types. Yeah. Maybe we do a static const expr shader version. I mean, that's pretty much GLSL compile generator, right? But whatever. Alright. This one is so loud, that's fine. My headset was loud. Not the music was loud. Alright. So that works. What's next? Oh yeah, I wanted to change the shader graph generator. So this creates the header, right? But then in the serializer, so we basically get our file path, header, volume, volume graph, And then we write out header. And then we write out editor and runtime shaders. That would be the idea. I think I would want this to already work like that. Well, I think the file system is really bricked a little bit how I interact with it. I think this makes the most sense actually. I mean, basically that, right? That should all do all we want. Shader header. Outstream. Well, I mean, we can probably do a namespace. Pool. Write file. Give it a file path. And call, well, string view content. Out file string. If out file stream is valid equals false, return false. Otherwise, return true. And then shader graph, get shader code. And then how do we want to do that? I think I could embed them. Or we just add them there as like open containing folders. I mean, maybe not, maybe here, shader. Shader templates. Our templates. And then here we add basically all the 5 that we need. Which I'm not quite sure which one they are again. Compute volume. I think we need this. Probably that one. Maybe that one. Not quite sure. So here, oak tree split policy. Sample terrain, exactly this one here. Yeah. I think this one. Oak tree split policy. I think that one we don't really need per se to do anything. Clothes, volume. Okay, I mean that has the sample terrain in there. Do we have debug prints here? No, so we can probably remove that for now. Okay, then sample terrain doesn't really matter. I'm wondering if maybe actually sample terrain is just the only one we need to generate. Hold on. No, not necessarily, right? I think the sample terrain we leave as is. I mean, basically we need to, we need to include all of them there, I think. So for this one, it's this. For this one, it's this. Or is there a better way? Let me think again. Not really, right? I mean, unless I do it still like I do it now, maybe that's fine. Maybe it's fine how I do it now. Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's fine, I don't know. I mean, it still works, so I guess it's fine. Okay. I think I can submit that now. Now we can move on to the next topic. Okay. Oh yeah, stage. I want to rename a couple of things here, right? Volume graph. So that one I want to call volume shader graph. Out node volume shader graph, volume shader graph, okay. Volume shader graph. Okay. Volume shader generator. That one we want to rename as well. Volume shader generator. Okay, let's see what else there is. Well, we have a couple of volume graph. That's fine. Volume. Oh wait, that's not a thing anymore. I think it's fine. Potentially it's fine. We just need to fix a couple of includes here and there probably. So this is volume shader graph. Volume shader graph. And then the edit, no, node graph, no, editor, sorry. In the editor we need to volume shader graph. Okay, so that should do that. Let's regenerate. Probably we did mistake somewhere, so let's do it already in a separate window. So maybe I will look at, okay, volume shader graph. Out node CPP. Private. Okay. Volume shader graph. Oh no. So the next thing maybe is looking at the shader stuff. Maybe I want to change that already so that we reload shaders if they're changed. Oh, I remember why I wanted to do and write out all the shaders. I can remember again. But maybe I can find a way around that, but let's see. Let's build. Although, maybe it's good enough if the message changes in this case. No, it's a little bit. Volume shader graph generator. Shader generator. Oh, okay. Shader graph. I don't think we need that. I think that's good enough. Volume shader graph. I'm wondering, can I do... Because I think I need to have one more thing for this to work flawlessly. Okay, cool. So does that work again still? Yeah, it does. Okay, let's just quickly verify that it works by deleting the temp directory as well for the shaders. Doesn't work. Perfect. Okay. So it doesn't want that because it doesn't find test volume graph.h. Why? Data. Shaders. Cannot find include. Ah, is it that it needs to be a directory in the shader folder? Hmm. Shader cache. Is it shader cache? No. Shader compiler probably. I mean, maybe it needs to be a little bit more lenient, the shader includer. Because why does it not find that? Temp. Why would it be temp? Oh, data shaders. Okay, why does it not find that? Questing path is that. Oh, because that's garbage, never mind. So yeah, no, that works, yeah. And then we do this. Okay, wait, hold on. So if maybe we do the requested path. Let's do that maybe. File path join. File path. What is lexically? Okay, let's look at those functions because I have no idea what they are. Okay. Returns this made relative to base. And then third, if Whatever. I mean, C++ join paths. But that's not exactly how I would want it, right? Yeah. If LHS. Hello, Captain Chica, long time no see. Where are you? Wait, that is actually maybe lexically relative. Let's see what that does. Auto lex, well, relative is LHS, or like RHS, lexically relative to LHS, and then we return LHS slash RHS. Maybe. Let's see what that does. File path. Path in include directory. What do you mean? Why? What happened? I think it's time for another coffee, maybe. So I hope that converts it to the correct path, but let's see if it does. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Yeah, there it is. Alright, it didn't work. Perfect. Wait. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Because that would work, right? Data shaders. Yeah, that would work. God damn it. includes common cannot be found suddenly. Why? Oh wait. Okay, so maybe lexically relative is not what we want. Lexically proximate, maybe. Okay, that's not what I want. Never mind. Okay, well, actually, let's do it maybe. If RHS has parent path. Okay, well, no. Sucks. Matter for a fact, I know yesterday I was in stage when you were streaming, and 2 streams before. Okay. Well, you're here now, isn't that good? That sucks. Is there not a way to... Very sad. I want to see if 2 paths start with the same and then join them without appending the same thing again. But it seems like I would need to convert it to a string and then do that. Get mount point from prefix. Yeah, no, that's not it. That one doesn't really do it. Not necessarily, right? Because do I have a breakpoint here? Of course not. Because the include directory is that, and the requested path is... Well, yeah, no, it's a little bit... I don't think it would work if it's the same parent directory necessarily. Because there could be a nesting in between. Or can there? Yeah, I think there could be a nested in between. A nested level in between. Why are they actually added like that? Add include directory. Where do we add them? I think I want this, not... I mean, do I need a recursive core? I mean, it would work with a recursive core, but do I need one? Probably not. Okay, what is now wrong? Hello? Ah. Yeah, that makes sense, but that is not what I want. Do I really need to convert it to a string? God, I hate that API, not gonna lie. Are they now nicer? Yeah, they are nicer. Perfect. Because I don't think I can do if requested path starts with, right? It's so stupid. Ah, because that one is a string. Never mind. If include directory. Yeah. No, I have not. But do I want to steal something from Boost? Maybe this one, right? Probably this one is the one I'm curious about. Is there a join? No. Okay, what errors do they have here? Concatenate. No. It's not. It's my own stuff. Alright, disgusting. I guess we need to do it. So if include directory generic string requested path. Okay, no, never mind. We need to request that path here by file string. If requested path string starts with, I'll actually ignore case, starts with this one with our include directory generic string, then we do that. Else we just do that. Which is, I think just, I mean, do we, otherwise we just do include directory slash requested path string actually. Then we actually we do requested path string substring, yeah, with the offset of the include directory generic string length. I mean, I guess we could do a string view in here. We don't really need to change that. Beautiful. That should do it, I think. Maybe not. Okay. Includes common. What? What the hell is going on? Okay. How would you say this starts? What the hell? Includes common starts with the prefix of data shaders? Sure. I guess my string class is wrong. Huh? Iterator. Okay, STD range is mismatch. Maybe it's this is not this, maybe? Maybe these two herb. I'm confused. What is that you're sending me here? Header search or what? What's your name? Maybe. I will take a look later. It's not that important right now, I would say. But why does that not work? Mismatch, what does this do? Eh, what? What? I mean, sometimes I steal stuff. But usually I try to come up with it myself. 1, 2, 3. Mirror ends. Wait, what? Ah, okay. That's funny. Does it reverse here? Do we do it like that? It's the end here and then that is begin? Is that how it should be? So basically string dot begin No. Yeah, no, he does something different here, right? But oh god, where was my... Did I close it or what? I guess I closed it. God damn it. Find the first position where two ranges differ. Yeah, exactly. Oh wait, is it maybe that iterate in one is not end and iterate in one is not begin? Is it maybe that? Okay, that looks better. Perfect. Okay, that looks good. Ish. And now we only have one other crash here, which I'm not quite sure where it is. Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Kinda. Okay, then maybe let's not do that. Let's not do this. And in the god damn it. In the shader compiler. Cool, my Visual Studio died again. Doesn't want to do anything in terms of hotkeys. Shader version. We need to clear the... this one. Oh, we are here. Perfect. Okay, let's retry that one more time. Deleting all the shaders. Doing a fresh start again. No, I didn't. No, I don't know. Are they? But I mean, maybe they are, right? They are always polite. Were you in Japan or what? Alright, that works. Cool. Let's probably submit that. Although this one I'm not too sure if it's 100% correct. But it's better than nothing, I guess. Volume shader graph. That is fine. Yeah, why not? Ah, we need to add a couple of translations, right? This one. Yeah, all of that I think makes sense. Okay. I think that's the stuff that I fixed because it was garbage anyways. Never mind. That's the chase and fix, right? Yeah. They force us to do 4 Japanese night shift so that we don't. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess. Is the join now even used? I think we don't use it, so let's kill it again. Right. I don't think it's needed. Yeah. Couple of fix miss here and there. Shader properties. Yeah, we do need that. For now. I'm looking forward to 0.5 cleaning up a couple of the things that I'm now not really happy with. Shader preprocessor, shader generator, shader graph, fragment, shader out node. Oh yeah, we did that. Shader properties. Oh yeah, okay. Graphic types, yeah. Ooh, that's quite a lot of changes again. Mm-hmm. Imgui system. Oh yeah, we did that. Perfect. Imgui window, what did we do? Okay, let's discard that. That one we stage. Oh yeah, that makes kind of sense, yeah. Now that's pretty cool, not gonna lie. Pretty nice. Sounds nice. You had a nice time there? Volume, terrain, mesh, vertices. Let's start. Mm-hmm. Stage. Let's do that, I don't know. Shader graph, shader graph, shader graph. All of them are called shader graph, right? Shader graph. Oh, that one is not shader graph. Remove. Stage. All of those. Volume shader graph serializer, shader graph generator. That one we don't. Okay, do we have everything? Volume shader graph, shader graph. I think I have everything. No, I mean, don't really mean the weather, but in general, if you had a nice time there. God damn it. Where is the Loca? Open. Volume shader graph nodes. Editor module? Oh yeah. Okay, cool. I think that's all. And I think with that we can submit again. Added volume shader graph. Which defines the base terrain. Yeah. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I have no idea. No idea. Alright, I think I want to add one more node to the shader graph for it, so that we can test that, and then we most likely move on to the performance improvements. But I need a coffee and some water and a quick bathroom break, so I will be back in a couple of, well, 1 or 2 minutes. Be right back. You think? Is he like so much into Japan or what? I don't know. I mean, I watch his video, but I don't know how much he's into Japan. Be right back. Alright, I am back. I think he made both of you. Okay, well you have some knowledge. I didn't know that. Did he? I guess he said that, right? You're not stalking him, I guess. So I guess he said that someone. Okay, no. Or maybe you shouldn't. I mean, depending on how many kids he wants, he maybe shouldn't do Japan visits anymore. If that's what always happens. Alright. Oh yeah, one more note, and then I want to probably before, because yesterday I said before looking at the performance, I think I want to handle the shader reloading, because that is kind of needed for this to be nice, I would say, and then we can do the performance afterwards. So it's like two things. First, one more node. So we go to... I think I need to clean that up a little bit actually. Let's kill this file, we don't need that. I don't think we need that file anymore. Is this even... do we even use a precompiled header for that? I don't think we do. Is it here or is it... oh yeah, it's here. Okay, yeah, we do use one. Do we really? Volume. Yeah. Oh, that's the shader. God damn it. Don't care about that. Okay. No, I don't think we need that actually. Hold on. Is it even referenced here? Okay, I mean it is used, but I think we can kill that. We can probably kill that. We can kill those. Let's clean up a little bit as well while we are at it. Yeah, I think that's good enough for now. So we will kill those two. Oh god. This one, and this one. I think it's fine. I'm not sure. Okay. Well. Whatever. I mean, it's not really... it's a fun fact. So maybe if I want a kid, I go to Japan. That's what I learned. But maybe I should first marry and not be just engaged. Because there's not really a plan to do that yet, even though we're engaged. Ah, true. I mean, I can still go. I know some people at AA. I could, but I don't think I want to. Especially now. Eh? Volume shader graph. What? Did I delete too much or what? No. Huh? What? What file do you not find? Public. Volume shader graph, volume shader graph. Okay. Did I mistakenly submit something that I didn't want to submit? Wouldn't be the first one. Public Onyx volume shader graph. Wait. Gee. God damn it. We still have it here. Oh yeah, we do. All good. We found it again. Deleted too much. Close those file explorers, for God's sake. What do you mean? Why? Why would I close them? How else would I navigate? I'm a pleb and I use File Explorer. What can I say? Okay. Does that work now? Still? Cannot include. Okay. Where is that defined? Probably in Octree node, right? And then volume data? Probably nowhere. That is true. But what can you do? Volume data. Ah, it's a volume data container. Let me find the volume data container. Volume base, why is that even included here? It can be class volume base, okay. What country are you from? Austria. But yeah, I was staying 5 years in Spain and then 2.5 years in Sweden. Now I'm back in Austria. Volume Octree node metadata. Oh, I guess you're German speaking as well. By that. Where are you from? Austria or Germany? Yes, I do. Is it this command? Yes. God damn it! Did you switch? Pipeline again? API again? Captain Chica. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. Nice. Don't think I've ever been there. I mean, I've been in Germany, but I don't think. Oh, okay. I see. Volume Octree metadata. Oh, okay. Where would I put that? Volume metadata? Well, like volume data? No. Where is the... where is this defined? Let's move that then here. And then this is an chunk tree. Probably, or something like that. What is the volume chunk? Okay. Okay. Yeah, it is. That's true. But you don't pay Twitch in that case. But yes. But it was more pun as a power of 2. Didn't really think about that. It's basically the same as the oak tree of... or can I do volume chunk here? Volume chunk oak tree? I don't know. Eh? Why does that not work? Onyx volume chunk, probably. Volume chunk? Yeah, maybe. Oh, why did I do that? It's stupid me. Why is the oak tree split policy here? Do we need that? Probably not. Volume chunk. Somewhere we have a weird include order issue. Oh my god, I hate it so much. Sometimes. Where is it? Thank you for the follow, Edward. I hope I didn't butcher it too much. I mean, I guess we can forward declare it, fuck it. Okay, well, we cannot forward declare it, never mind. Okay, so we need to find where we... Dual grid HPP. Ah, because we do this here. Why do we do that? Okay. Let's see. Okay, we cannot do that. Where else could we move that? What is it? Volume octree node metadata. Okay. Maybe we move it to octree then. Octree. Metadata. What age? I don't know. A little bit busted, but whatever. Names by Pragma ones. Namespace. Onyx volume. Like that, and then Octree. Metadata. It's probably that we will delete this anyways rather soon. I don't think we need the the CPU version of the terrain anymore. So maybe we kill it all together anyways soon. I think that would be the smartest thing to do. What else did I change? What the hell? Chunk load request. Okay. Oh wait. No, chunk load request. Oh, okay, and then we have this here. Okay. This should be this. This should be dynamic array. That's quite old code actually, holy shit. Like from when I did it still in Unreal. And probably we can just forward declare that. I don't think we need that. I don't think we need that. Because oh yeah, well, the one is on YouTube, the left one is on YouTube, the right one is on Twitch. It's mostly because I read in the RGB Euler thing that you are not allowed to merge them. I don't know, probably. I mean, I see a lot of streamers do it anyway, so yeah. So probably it's fine to do it, but yeah, I don't. Okay, I'm this close to just say fuck it and delete all of them. That's actually annoying to fix that. Well, not anymore, as long as the viewer experience is the same. So that's why both of them are there, right? You are not allowed to give them a degraded viewer experience. That's the only rule. They changed it, so it's allowed now, but I don't think you're allowed to merge them. That's the thing. I think that's not it, right? It's a unique pointer of that. Jesus, why did I do that? Maybe I should have not done what I did. Mistakes were made. That works, I think. Node. Ah, is that? Is that what it should be? Yeah, it should be that. I think it's this. Yeah, exactly. That's basically it. Okay, it compiles again. I think I'm not sure if it will compile on Linux or like Clang, but it does whatever again. So let's probably just submit that and hope for the best. Removed Unreal related headers in volume module. Jesus, that was something. I didn't expect it to be that much work to get that done, but whatever. So now I want to do actually the node. Okay, let's close a couple of them. All right. ESG, well, sphere, volume shader graph node. Let's go there. Open containing and copy that one and probably have it here. And then noise, simplex noise, shader, simplex noise, volume, graph, shader, node. Alright, that's a name. Simplex noise, volume shader graph node. All right. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Then here exactly. I mean, basically. Oh, well, it's in Node, right? Yeah. And then this becomes simplex noise. And here. Perfect. Generate. God damn it. What? Isn't it called like that? Is it in public or in private? Complaint in private. Simplex noise, volume graph, shader node. Ah, okay, volume. Stupid me. It was volume graph shader node, but it's volume shader graph node. So yeah, that was the mistake. Yeah. All right. So that should be fairly straightforward, though. So what we can do now? Simplex. So we change that to simplex noise. This to simplex noise, this to simplex noise. And what we want as input. We want no, not this actually, sorry. Simplex noise source, this one, right? Well, actually we want only one of them, right? So we want an amplitude and a frequency, I think. Yeah, and then we scale that based on that. Or do I even want that? Maybe I just wanted plain noise and we do the rest inside the shader. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not... Yeah, I can change it. You know where I got that private and public from? From Unreal. They use it. And back then I thought it's maybe nice to do that, but I can change it to include in source, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, kinda. Kinda corporate. And this question is, do I want to change anything here or not? Maybe hold on, maybe yeah, I think I'm not doing that. Actually, in hindsight, I think I'm not doing that. What I will do is go to graphics public, shader graph, nodes, and maybe math. I mean, technically it's math. Let's put it in math. I don't know. Simplex noise. shader graph node. Oops. Or whatever. Let's put it like that. And then graphics, private. Math. That's not what I wanted. Simplex noise node on CPP. Yep, makes a little bit of sense, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not like sold on private and public. It's just that at this point I'm that far down that rabbit hole, more or less, that I don't think I will change it, but if people want to, I can change it. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, makes sense. It's always kind of weird, all the different types of like naming conventions. This one here, simplex noise node, and then we do the same here. CPP. Because I think what I want to do is Java and C# have the best, really? I'm not sure about that. Shader graph. Oh yeah, did we delete it already? Maybe. Might have already deleted it, right? So simplex. Let's basically move that there. That is Onyx graphics. And then this is basically only 1 in, 2 out. And we have 1 in, which is probably a 2F for now. Where no, let's do 3. That's simplex noise. Shader graph node. Simplex noise. 2D shader graph node. Let's do that. That's 1 in. We do vector 2. Vector 2. How does that work again? XY, XY. Okay, yeah, why do we even take a 3D position then? Probably for convenience. But it would be a 2D and then we return a 2D as well, right? Aren't we? Output. Yeah, we return a 2D thing, right? Out x is the strength and x, y, z and x and y. X is the distance or the strength of the noise, and y and z is the normal. So the gradient. So we would do that. Now we add another one, which is the simplex noise 3D, which takes this and returns this. Okay. This and why not that? And this. Okay. Graphics, shader graph. Sample texture node is called just sample texture node, right? So simplex 2D. Nah, I think I still call it like that. All right. That looks fine. Simplex. I don't have it, or what? It's like dead. I deleted it. Perfect. Let's go to sphere. No, not that one. That one. Okay. Graphics, shader graph, nodes, and then math. Okay, on this and this. The context we could do actually in this one. Or can we? Yeah, we could actually. We could do that, but we leave it out for now still. And then this is that. And this is in pin. Oh yeah, because we only have one, right? Position and then gradient and noise value. And then this is in pin, in pin, in pin. Then this is noise variable. Because I have no idea anymore what I get out of the noise function. But we will find out. Simplex noise. I get a vec4 out. Oh, that's garbage, but okay. It's probably not what I want. Simplex noise 2D. It's in CSG? That's a bit stupid. I think it should be in volume. Whatever. Volume simplex noise 2d.h. Actually, let's move it to math. Includes math, simplex noise, 2D. Good. And then why do we get a vec4 out here? I'm stupid, right? I think that's wrong anyways. I think we need a new simplex noise function. But whatever, we will deal with that for now like that. So I don't think we need that. Probably. That is a vec 3 of the noise variable where we do S noise and give it our in pin. And we have that. And then that is our vec 3, and then we output here a vec 2 and a float, right? That should do that part, and then let's copy that. For our 3D version. And that's basically the same, except for that this returns a vec 4, that's a vec 3 then. And everything is nice. In that sense. And then this currently takes a vec 2. So let's return only a vec 2 for now. That is anyways the gradient is not correct anyways currently. So we don't really care about that. And then this is a vec 3. Because then that makes sense. And then this would work, the vec 2 here. Let's remove all the graphics here because we don't need that. That would be simplex noise 3D. Which we don't have yet, but whatever. We don't use that one anyways. Graphics system. Actually, let's delete the other one then. Simplex noise. This one goes away. This one goes away. And we need to delete them as well from our repository. So I think, yeah, this one remove. Perfect. Let's see, do we somewhere have simplex noise 2D? Okay, I guess we don't have it included anywhere. Hopefully. No, 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 don't do that. Stupid. Why would you do that? Stupid. Visual Studio. Visual Studio breaks my solution if it tries to run CMake. Ah, there's something wrong with the config for it. Reload. What is that? Cool. Whatever. Alright. Will the noise work? Probably not, right? There's a high chance that I will crash my my graphics card. Oh, that's nice of Visual Studio. Not. Alright, so let's do... Oh, I need to add all those localizations. We add a plane. Add one like that. And then we add a simplex noise 2D. Oh. Okay, I need to add that logic, which I don't have yet. Union. Wait, what? Oh, that's a gradient, so we need to swizzle that into a 3D. And we want this to be X. Wait, it's 2 in and then 3 out. How does that work? Or maybe not like that. Maybe I want to create. No. No, I probably would want a swizzle, right? Or something like that. No, I mean, we can do a get components and then create a vector 3 out of it. Like that. Because that's the gradient, right? Is it correct? Like that? I think it is, but I'm not sure. The gradient is not really that important right now. Union. Or that would be this. That would be that. This would be this. But what I need to do is, even if I save that now, well, I need a volume out node, right? Because that's the sample position. Yeah, I mean... Save as... Let's save over it, I don't know. And let's see what we get out of that. Because I think... Okay, well, that worked great. Not. Why did it even break it completely? What? That's like so broken. Holy. Volume shader graph. Well, volume shader graph generator. Oh, because I'm stupid. That's why. Okay, let's try that again. Simplex noise, 2D, plane. Get. Create. Union. Volume out. Alright, but this time we were saved correctly, right? I trust. Okay, that looks not so bad. But this one needs to be the word position times a frequency, so let's do vec to 0.001 or something like that for now. X Z probably. Oh, we forgot to save that. Did a couple of smaller mistakes here. Alright. Our normal will be probably pretty scuffed. So let's do that and do another. This is normalize that. Which we should have already in the shader graph as well, but whatever. We patched it a little bit. We need to delete the... I think we need to delete, right? Otherwise, I don't think we generate this now. Yeah. So we need to delete the shaders and hope that this now doesn't crash. Yay, a custom build toolchain. Looking forward to that. cannot find include. Which include? Why? Can you not find that? Why does it even crash here then? Holy. What? What the hell? But why would it fail to find that file? Oh, okay. Cannot find include volume. Oh, did I do the wrong include, right? Okay, no, wait. In which file? Sample terrain.h, okay. Okay. Well, let's kill that. We don't have the noise anyways here, but yeah. Alright, almost. Too many arguments. In Simplex Noise 2D? Too many arguments? What? What did I break? Simplex Noise 71. Oh. Fair. Almost. Simplex Noise 71 dot product. Whatever, let's reconvert that again. Vec 2. That's still a Vec 3. And then this is just XZ. I don't know. It doesn't really matter right now. I don't care about the normal at all. Okay. I mean, it's not really working, but... What book? What? Is it maybe too small scaled, or what am I doing wrong? So the Z is the height, right? So that works, but maybe the scaling is too small, I don't know. Ah, yeah. That one is quite nice, yes. But how do you find that now? They were referencing somewhere? I mean, maybe. Cause yeah, I read it and the render graph is a little bit inspired by it. Alright, let's try that again. Well, that doesn't really work. Whoa, the noise has some other nice side effects, I guess. Oh yeah, I mean, it's not entirely taken from it, but it's heavily inspired by it. But to be fair, I came up with the idea myself as well, and then I read the book and adjusted it. So I had already planned it as a data-driven render graph, and then I read the book and I was like, okay, so I'm not completely stupid for wanting that. Because when I worked in Ubisoft, the render graph was hard-coded, which was kind of ugly. Every time you did a change, you needed to recompile. Alright, so why would that not work? Let's kick out the union, maybe. Let's just write out that and that. What? And sorry. Okay, wait. Noise. This one, right? And the rest, let's leave it out for now. Not sure what that will do. We might end up crashing because there's too many triangles or whatever. Temp shaders. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Alright, that was obvious that I made a mistake somewhere. Where did I still have the oh, where? Okay. I think that goes away. I can't keep that, yeah. It's heavily changed already, but